看到了，但没辙，要被 VT 秒掉了。
对。
暂停了一下。
幽鬼这波有大可以降临的，这个位置对面替下来，但是幽鬼可以帮队友开视野啊。他们这样走的话，感觉是完全能撤退。神域有大，凤凰有变弹，可以逼下站位。而且有打弹的英雄吗？电锯手一死，好像还真没人能打弹。所以看一下很多人这个强开，提前给自己一个命运吃灵，然后加一口奶。有大招，给自己大招再拖一下，但是直接到了斩杀线被斩杀了。幽鬼开大户，回来打弹，可以杀冰魂。
哎，这边的话小 VT， 哎，杀那个露娜。
哦，然后冰魂一巴掌把自己搂死了。
是个刃甲，不过这波刃甲时间到了，还是靠地震的伤害是带走了幽鬼。
这次是打了一个3换3。对，
小小还在猫，他还有 VT 2连。哎，但是这波人对面人都活了。
对，潮汐觉得自己死不掉。
他可能
他没有挑战，好吧？这波讲道理有点小装，神域活了，有大招
啊，给命运失灵死不了了。但小小再一波 VT 2连带走沙王，这神域这一把太好发挥了。
没有敌对之焰，5秒 CD， 凤凰这边串烧一下，护一下队友，奶起来。
是的。哎，但这波神域的这波那个冰魂的大招砸到了，但是伤害不够，有没有再来一个无影拳？应该就
带走了。火猫这边补了点输出，
是的，还是被带走了。
但是 Robo 队状态也很差，
主要是我感觉
这波中路打3分钟，我跟你说。
是的，其实我觉得神域可以走了，但我发现两边都
不能怂呀，
都不是很想走。
为什么要跟你怂呢？对吧？打TI-10我不跟你客气啊。
这阵甲开的也有点
打钱啊，舒服，
吓到人了啊，不知道干嘛的。
稍微有跳了下一步。
是，
本来是觉得 Infinity 赚了，但是潮汐一死 ，Infinity 又亏了。对吧？因为打完一看经济等于白打，两边就等于没打，人头也是7比7。
对，
露娜虽然死了一次，但是好。
再来，小节奏还是比较快。
哦，这个饼干什么意思啊？杀人居心了。
这个饼干真的有点搞啊，真的有点搞。主要是没沟通好，他太急了。他跟兄弟说：“兄弟，你头扭一下。”结果他没有，他其实没有问，然后直接就给他饼干，然后结果是往那个凤凰脸上送了一波，被凤凰直接烤死了。其实那个饼干往回走的话，
肯定活了，
肯定是活了。对对对。
进攻室也看到露娜了，这波露娜好像又要单套一节。
露娜这大哥，哦呦蛋，但是可以 A 蛋，卖一个蛋。
输出差了那么一丢丢啊。
是的。这边可以抓小小，然后后面神域跟过来了，冰魂接大招，伤害不够，神域可以给个命运石啊，直接给大招，
怕他死了。
是的，还输出不太足，需要那个沙王赶紧出把跳刀，可以把这局面挽回一下。哦，他有跳。对，
然后Infinity刚才就是幽鬼没大嘛，所以露娜躲过一劫。如果有大的话，露娜应该是秒死。
是的。其实这把跟上把差不多，就是前面有来有回的，但是这把核心往后打是幽鬼的局，所以no 不能这样刷了啊，不能这样兑换人头了。
天绝手有大了，看一下这饼干没做到，但是捆到了，杀完一个跳刺，冰魂给大招，这波血量压下来了，火猫一个无影拳直接带走。
小直接被秒，再追，
还要杀还要杀，
有没有？
有 TC 来了，再有一段魂不敢往前飞吗？有幽鬼大招，
幽鬼开大要找后排吗？看一下，找了个没传过来。
饼干可以喂。
上路这个露娜死了，我在想他开大肯定是，他是确实找到一个人了，找了个露娜，然后潮汐的大招也没交就杀掉了露娜。
露娜刚才刷人骨的时候看状态就一般，结果可能装了一下，刷到对面野区去了。
是的。
而且幽鬼出人出的比较早，露娜确实这个阶段没法跟他打，往回丢有没有 ？TC 捆住。
他没有第一时间给山崩。
潮汐有大招。这个位置要不要护队友推塔呢？但也没有推进英雄。Infinity 这之中最恐怖的就是他推不了塔。
是的。
这样的话，就是这场比赛对 Infinity 来说，我感觉40分钟之前怎么也不好拿下，除非对面送几波团灭。对的。他就是杀换人也推不了塔。
两边就是空盾推塔方面就是。露娜虽然可以，但是他们没有救，他们就这个双将有没有救人点？
他不能站上去点塔，
对他不能去推塔，所以这一把肯定会拖到幽鬼成型，所以局面对这个no来说还是不太好。这个潮汐现在就有点不知道怎么死了，虽然有个冰魂大，但是潮汐哪怕吃了这一波伤害
也能走。
对他 他那个有个神域啊，就神域跟冰魂这两个英雄有一点相生相克的味道。
中路还要打吗？这中路开始打麻将了。
看看是不是有人脱节。Infinity 这边惹不起，冰魂给大招，不敢打了，他们竟然。
就潮汐有大，他不敢上去啊。是吧？就你第一套技能交掉，潮汐是个满血，你往潮汐脸上拱，潮汐啪一个毁灭，你怎么办？
对，但是一只幽鬼没打，然后这个刚才那个神域已经残了。
但是凤凰蛋你也处理不了呀。是不是这道理吗？
是吧？感觉刚那波有点怂了啊。
就是上帝视角来看的话，其实英菲的人爆得很散。
对的，
但是很多人不知道，
他那边有一个眼，
有一个河道眼，但没有自己野区的血嘛。
是的，
他稍微有点怂了。小七跳刀，小小连击刀。
对，两边打的还是比较那个回合制的，因为人头包括经济都还是咬得比较紧。
这波开无功而返。
是这样的，就是 Unknown 的一个强势期在于他露娜一定要收到 BKB， 不然他面对面这个潮汐踩大，包括他开 BKB， 他们还要打那个蛋嘛，然后再是幽鬼的一个刃甲冲脸，他有点挡不住的。
对，露娜 BKB 也不能着急了，20分钟怎么着都该有了。
是的，这一把阵容是两边都急不得。就是刷下去，露娜这个核心点就会显得非常，就他经济可能差不多，但是打团有可能就很容易暴毙。
第一把其实也这个局势，先看这波啊，维奇连击刀直接秒了。第一把就是露娜肥，但是幽鬼经济能跟上，其实这把是一模一样的画面。
对的。
上王 S 了一下自己大招，上王真的不把那个小治疗指环脱下去换一个魔抗斗篷吗？他备用蓝放个魔抗斗篷。
拿上来了，这个不挑战。刺个潮汐，赶紧跳走，有点慌得很。
这是个祖传的戒指啊。看一下这波中路有潮汐过来顶塔，有大招。但是塔的血量非常健康，那么又回到了刚才说到那个问题 ，Infinity 一点推进能力没有。大人在的推塔，这波直接动潮汐按出了毁灭。凤凰直接高地面呢找到露娜的位置，露娜这边被幽鬼贴身开的刃甲，露娜动弹不得，露娜直接倒下。潮汐活了下来，吃了一个神域大招，血量正好没到斩杀线，潮汐居然还敢跳脸，因为知道这时候冰魂大的 debuff 时间已经结束了。中路一塔没推，Infinity杀上了对面的高地。看一下，小小这边一套 VT 带走火猫，上王也要出大招，但是又是一波命运敕令，抵挡了一波伤害，火猫受不了了，买活配合自己队友在高地下面带走了冒进的 Infinity 3名选手。
太过分了啊！就是一塔没推，冲高地了已经。简直不把对面当人啊！但是这波是，买活了2个人，再杀掉了对面的大哥，所以经济上他们也不赚。然后经济两边就还是没有太大差距。
是的。这波反推，然后发现自己也推不了对面一塔。
这局很眼熟，就是我们前面不是也解说一局是露娜和幽鬼嘛，然后那把幽鬼是比这把还要再顺一点，
是的，
直接逼出对面敲出GG了。
那把就是幽鬼节奏更好，就基本降临一次杀对面大哥一次。
是的，就简单来说，我感觉露娜这个核心在南美赛区大家都很喜欢选，但是选出来之后，他没有办法把这个露娜的强势期给拉到最满。
这神域无处不在啊！
是，还是有点看不到希望啊！就感觉这个1万经济露娜不够。
而且他们上一波是买活，他们下一波再团灭的话，就复活时间特别长。
对，
就感觉
是火猫买的。
对，就感觉对面可以随便控盾啊，或者怎么样都可以。
对，然后沙王这个3也不厉害。
上一波等于空大了嘛，又被这个命运敕令给克到了。
对的。所以我当时在刚开局时就很奇怪，他选这个沙王加老奶奶就很不搭。
Dire's top tower is under attack.
20分钟啊，两边中路一塔都是满血。
是的，因为中路的大哥都不太有推塔能力。
看看这边谁先掉中路1塔，好吧？还在这打麻将呢。
12比13的人头经济差不多。这个潮汐过来，哎，潮汐干嘛？
甩大队友在跟，
这队友跟的也太远了。
有机会，给你下来了，杀掉了。
极限的最后一点点时间杀掉了。
露娜这个英雄真的不能选了，谁选谁输。
确实啊，
这有鬼7脸无解啊！
是这个
这波还是感觉配合稍微吃力点，有鬼第一时间没降临，第一时间降临，露娜死得更干净，能换个变弹。
还有变弹，哎呀，也没机会了。所以露娜这个核心怎么才能赢呢？
而且讲道理，对面有凤凰，你选个露娜其实也挺烦的，真挺烦的。有时候超新星一下那个夜间视野什么的优势也发挥不出来。
对。就是你，其实这几局比较明显，就是首先你节奏想加快，快不了，因为你推塔能力也没有，然后控肉山能力也没有，你快不了节奏，就是会容易拖到后期，然后拖到后期就是看谁大哥厉害，就非常简单。TB 上一把比露娜强，然后 TB 赢了，然后幽鬼比露娜强，幽鬼赢了，所以露娜能比谁强？可能他
比飞机强吧？
对啊，对位可能比飞机强一点，比小鱼人强一点。
然后副台这边的话 ，Infamous 是打败了 Infamous， 那 Infamous 是告别这次 TI 的舞台
了，被淘汰了。所以 Infinity 他战胜了 NoPin 还是有点东西的啊，
有的，
并不是侥幸，他是有实力，而且他的阵容的确选的比较好。
他理解没问题啊。
对，理解还是在这里的。
就大家实力都差不多，我就选个大哥好发挥的局，反正咱们把都是30分钟之后见面，对吧？
确实，他把握到了这个核心啊，就是谁的大哥后期强。
你这么一说，好像每个赛区都是这样，对吧 ？Alliance 其实也是这样，中国区好像阿 Sir 也是，对吧？那段时间又拖后期。正面这边开雾，破雾是潮汐，潮汐先跳走，上王这边过来刺，看到神域，但是不敢戳上去。
是。就也不能拿中国赛区对比吧，就因为那会儿虽然是拖，但是中国队就是打出来的套路和体系更多一点嘛。然后南美赛区就比较明显，就是比大哥。
但是你看，真的南美赛区以前不是这样的，对吧？以前就是学 HFN 那一套，就无脑四保1，然后但是会打得很凶很凶。
对，
看你一看打到 TI 选赛都是大和，
太想赢了，
想赢啊！
就包括第一天嘛，我记得我也看了好几场美杜莎。
哎，是。不过南美是对美杜莎一直情有独钟，
但是这个版本美杜莎，因为它的那个 A 仗还是把那个石化时间削回到1.3了，所以就还是最近选的人非常少。
一下有鬼开大找人，火包可以走，上王看能不能跑，好是有大，但是上王有跳，露娜是直接原地 TP， 降临下来只能杀一个电源绝手。
Killing spree. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
幽鬼又可以闭着眼睛玩了。
这会儿团战已经不是一个量级了。
对，我还记得之前我们还在聊说，哎，幽鬼这个英雄当时没有人玩嘛，因为在国内赛区有段时间没人玩幽鬼。
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
然后后来是越到 Major， 然后这个英雄又开始大家开始玩了。
对线太好用了。
对，
对线好用，中期可以3团打全球流。幽鬼唯一怕的就是那种纯肉核，他打到40分钟真的没伤害的。对面是什么龙骑啊、末日那种。
对，而且我还有一点就是感觉3号位上面出死灵书的那种兽王这种英雄也少了，就不然你像兽王吼个大，然后死灵书去砍那个幽鬼，幽鬼没蓝了也挺克的。
是的，
就这种克制的点都没了，导致幽鬼啊，像还包括像虚空这种大核都能选出来了。然后你这个后期能力比较弱的1号位就显得很乏力了。
不过这把选露娜主要还是讲究一个对线吧，对线确实也压住了。
是的，
只能说自己没把握住啊，刷打节奏打得没那么好。而且 是你看他现在出的 BKB 之后，还是没有一波主动进攻，还是在跟对面拖。
对他一定要有 BKB， 但是有 BKB 也不够。
加上这把你看是一个 Luna 的局啊，他们自己这边只有6次对叠野怪，对面叠了17次，有凤凰这种英雄比较好拉野。现在的话给到了一个，
这个是 bug 啊，再次声明这是 bug， 但是
这次的 bug 很有可信度。
但这次的 bug 非常可信度非常的高啊，我觉得没有100%，也有99%的。
Luna 一会儿出把大银刀啊。
是因为这次版本更新了那个 RPG， 包括一些包括这个本子一些特效之后啊，是有一些 bug， 很正常，慢慢来。
只能指望Luna继续出大引刀就是了啊！大引刀先杀潮汐再斩幽鬼，可以吧？
引刀还是有说法的。之前的那一把大引刀我是没看懂，不知道他想干什么。打那个 TB 你出个大引刀干哈呢？
把魔化破掉呀，没问题吧？好像有点问题啊，但是影响应该不大。这波的话是现在Unknown有点不知道该怎么打了。然后 Infinity 看到你一直在缩，不跟我出来打，我直接过来打盾，冰魂甩了个大，但是 Luna 还在下路刷，这时候再过来看沙王能不能抢。沙王跟火炮很关键，先轰炮，这个血量有点微妙。幽鬼直接过来找人，
哎呀，赶紧回去，再把这个盾一拿。
没捡起来，沙王呢？沙王死了，一个飞尸，火炮走进来把盾拿了，幽鬼开刃甲，Luna开启自己的 BKB， 神域给大招，幽鬼还在切，火炮这边一个飞魂秒飞魂落地之后交盾。之前有人在蹲，看他还能不能跑。
他还有魂，
但是露娜的话是已经被潮汐跟队友贴身带走了。
TT 有没有打断？
伤害很足，最后只跑了一个火毛。
这波这个沙王的这波魂，
最后的波纹，
最后的波纹，他用他最后的波纹，帮助队友抢到了这个盾啊。
但是团战还是
对，但是不影响这局其实，就是昂诺的阵容就已经是劣势了。就选的不好，然后再加上露娜往后拖也是没有希望。
我当时看沙王刺出来那个效果之后，我在找沙王人呢，化成为一粒粒子，变成地上变成一个不死盾。
是了。
这波看能不能制裁一下，挑战输出不够。
再追
可以有机会。最后没撞脸啊，还行。沙王过来补了一手控制，终于把这潮汐给带走。
对，冰魂这个大潮汐真的是无敌的。他唯一就是怕冰魂大。
神域出了一个以太。幽鬼网重锤。网中腿可以给小小对吧？自己拿法致灭。幽鬼晕锤了，那这露娜 BKB 都没用了。
小小是去往大炮走了，整输出了。
秒火猫对吧？秒露娜搂起来就那一套。
对的，火猫他的火盾也只能抵挡魔法伤害。这个老奶奶已经迷茫了，走路姿势都不太对了。
嗨，醉了。
他已经醉了。bug 啊 bug 啊！
是有点醉了的感觉啊。
是的，
打累了。
累了。
魔力肩带好装备，
好在是其实胜者组吧，胜者组
对
还有机会调整一下啊。
灵魂这个位置应该不好走了，撒粉。
Mega kill。
找到上王的选胸无敌，幽鬼过来撒了一把粉，再往前跟，分身解掉身上的岩阳锁，看还有没有其他目标能打。发现所有人都缩到高地上面，晕锤来三下没出。
运气不太好。想一想这把怎么翻啊？这把真的想翻。
守高地啊！
守高地啊！就火猫得出那种装备，感觉得出那个什么金箍棒、大炮。
就感觉首先凤凰得变那种
一刀流，
凤凰得放那种比较无脑的那种冲脸弹，然后弹药被打碎。先看这波杀小小，有神域在完全变不了。
就是一刀流的火猫，直接把后排两个酱油直接爆了，打住！这边火猫要被秒了，被丢起来了。
这时候露娜已经跑到三角区开始刷远古了，他跑的是真地快。
是的，移速本身就快啊，然后他的决策也非常快啊，就是刷。
溜了。
那我走。
你走了，下一波幽鬼有大招了，你走不了呀，走得了初一，走不了15。刚才又来了，怎么着打个 BKB 对吧？
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
现在小小潮汐幽鬼往脸上一顶，真的是跟巨人一样的。露娜开大招 TP， 哎呀，他的 BKB
开出来
开出来了，走了。直接大晕，
没问题啊。抓着露娜跟火猫杀吗？
是的。
拿冰眼打肉盒。
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
出装
有些乏力啊。
是的，出装倒也没什么问题吧，就是这个核心打到后边太弱了，然后又出现了这个单核的情况啊。单核露娜，
其实我感觉这版本伤亡后期天赋一点还挺厉害，就是那个地震波带 miss， 但是那太拖了，得打25级啊。
是的，反正我个人理解是觉得沙王打中才有出息啊，打3是看情况的。
经济起不来就有点弱嘛。
对的，因为打3号位的话线上很难打出优势来。
大陆继续来抓，已经踢走了。
他打中就像你说的，有时候。 比如说对线打一个什么近战的，什么火猫、龙骑，就打一些近战，他特别厉害。腐蚀毒点起来，然后对面对不了线，他推线打野效率很高。
而且他有点缺技能点啊，这波没 BKB 啊 ，BKB 刚赚好。
大晕还没做出来嘛，有大晕这波露娜也很威的。
这样是把潮汐跟幽鬼大招全部逼了出来。
是的。
然后盾还有2分半。 其实这会儿不上高也行，对吧？前哨站一站，压制经验和经济，差距已经拉开的比较明显了。等一波大招 CD， 然后2代盾差不多就一刷。 到时候控个盾可以直接上。
是的，他们不急啊，Infinity不急，现在就是压制对面刷钱的一个区域。
主要有小家幽鬼，就也很难出去带线，被抓到了一个 VT 起来，幽鬼到时候一个降临，对吧？你带线也带不出去。
是的。
大晕一出 ，BKB TP 都不好使。小这边还是为了方便上高，先做强袭，没什么问题吧？这个局面的话，出什么都可以。 到了 ，BKB 没开出来，这波在切屏，反应明显有点迟钝。幽鬼这边有没有标？大晕给一下。
大晕了，打赏一下。哎，露娜说，露娜心里苦啊。不是我，
不是你把GB 办了。
他要说，不是我不厉害，是我的队友不给力。所有玩露娜的玩家都是这么想的。 因为他觉得他刷钱没问题啊，有什么问题吗？
看到了，有粉没？选队友，
这个
粉，凤凰赛撒拉粉，上网眼魔了。
就参考那时候那个马嘛，那个马他那时候不是选露娜赢，但是那赢的局跟露娜有什么关系吗？搭上沙王，我去。讲道理啊，就是这样的。
就是一个团队还是5个人的游戏，对吧？
是的。
你能刷出来也是4个人的功劳，
对吧？4个人的功劳非常大。
你4个人如果打不过对面，你露娜纯刷你也刷不过幽鬼。
对，因为露娜就是一个优势核心，因为优势之后他推塔特别快，这个是他的优势。他推塔，然后又有那个月之祝福嘛，刷钱啊，队友那个推塔攻击力有加成。 还有一个月之祝福，队友的话远程都有攻击力加成。
这段时间是一直在找机会单带啊，带着这边3元大将已经开始读秒，盾刷了一个2分钟的时间，比较长，乌克体可以慢慢的去。前哨天辉就再也没点回来过。露娜这个兵也刷了2分钟了，
下一个盾还有1分半。 等个盾吧，等个盾，然后37分钟再拿一下那个装备，中立生物装备。
我当时选完阵容就说两边都没推塔，怎么着这比赛都得拖40分钟去。
是的，
也正常。所以有的时候幽鬼阵容大家比较喜欢配拉希克这样的中路英雄嘛，稍微弥补一下自己这边推进的短板。这把配个小的话，等会儿可以吞个魔晶，太高会快一点。
感觉选露娜的话，你前期队友战斗力一定要很强。什么 DP 龙骑这种英雄顶起来，然后露娜就跟着给队友加上那个
我想到一个翻盘的方法了，就是凤凰先出个 A 杖，这是第一步啊。
把幽鬼包起来是吧？
对，把幽鬼包起来，然后电视剧有噼里啪啦咕噜擦。
这把老奶奶都没什么声音啊，讲道理。就是他这个3-4选的太蛇了，导致于
直接开大，他把火毛丢出去，然后自己被动手了。幽鬼降临吗？有绿杖，小姐有 BKB 往下拉。另外一边的话找谁？找露娜。露娜又被找到，然后这边的话就可以不用等盾了，对面1、3号位全部倒下。
是的。
打了一波同步。
就算你有买也没所谓，你买了之后露娜经济就血崩了。
杀完人之后有小在，拆的还是比较快的，加上有强袭，露娜还有1分钟的复活时间没有买活，而且确实买了的话好像也无济于事。
是买了也是没有经济了。
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
塔防也开了，看能不能拖到最后一波防守吧。上路也没有2塔，这一路是奔着3路去了。感觉这会儿其实小可以跑去对面家门口买个魔晶。这个大还行，大3个，大2个。但是露娜很绝望啊，只能在泉水里面等。而且他们发这个流弹还真的发的挺到位的，他们发 A 那个你气不气？南美感觉人均中文大师啊，这波大军直接找火猫，结果这边接一个 VT 火猫醋没买活。
哎呀，神域其实不用死的，他那个大招直接给自己一放就行，他有大的。
3路招兵回头打盾，绝望。
对，当然也不影响了。就是神域看到对面的沙王，甚至大招都不想给自己啊，有点看不起他了。
打出了 GG。
哦，已经 GG 了，那也是。
To ban. Dire team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Navi's turn to ban. Dire team ban.
First pick.
Navi.
Navi have first pick. I'm gonna say they go AA. Wait, but they're not gonna go. You guys can't see the draft yet. I'm just spoiling everything, aren't I?
Look at the Wyvern though. Nako here. AA's banned. So if Hellraisers don't ban it, it'll be the
10
first.
seconds remaining.
That was Snakeo's first hero.
Navi's turn to pick.
ever.
Dire team pick.
Lion.
Yeah. It's a noble.
I mean, when that hero first came out, Snako was like the one spam or Wyvern hero. It's like 4 or 5 years ago or something like that. Expanded the hero pool slightly.
Remaining.
Said wants to go Lion. This guy's better apparently. I don't know. I think Wyvern's
5
still pretty.
seconds remaining.
I guess if like Mag is banned, it might not be going bad. I guess maybe it's not.
Yeah, depending on the 2-3 here, it might pop up, right? Could be 4 Lion, 5 Wyvern.
Dire team pick. Navi.
Earth Spirit.
And it was into a last pick Broodmother. That was the Broodmother. I would be shocked if they managed to get that as the
10
last
seconds
pick.
remaining.
Imagine that Navi are going to be like prepared
5 seconds
with
remaining.
the rest.
Yeah, that was the one where, because we were talking about like, oh, where's this Viper gonna go? And then they're like
Navi's
banning up
come to
Alina to like set up her 10th. Gave him the 10th pick route. So, again, as you said, I think very, very likely it gets banned out here. Especially with the Invoker picked up now, because that's a hero that also sort of struggles to deal with Broodmother in the early parts of the games. Levels before you do
10
much, so
seconds remaining.
don't let Brood in through this phase.
Well, and when
5
Lorenov
seconds
played
remaining.
he played Invoker, he got owned playing against that Viper. That was like
Dire
total
team back.
destruction early. So, I mean, they're opting to play this Invoker into it. I would have imagined that they would have watched this game today and would have saw how this went. Maybe not though.
Ten seconds remaining.
Elder Titan.
Elder Titan.
5 seconds remaining.
Maybe ET was because
Navi's
they also
come to
Terrorbladed in the first, so probably don't want to grab that yet.
Dire
With
team
the
back.
Earth Spirit, I mean, you could just go for a. Oh, they actually. So they don't think that this Viper's going mid. That's what that tells me.
Yeah, well, and that's what sort of worries me about it. So now you could go for like the Navi's playing like the 5D
10
chess
seconds
stuff, right?
remaining.
Which is like, okay, we saw
5
that you could have
seconds
picked
remaining.
Lina earlier, and then that meant that we wanted to make sure that this, anticipating that Hellraisers is going for this to actually be an offlane Viper or something. But at the end of the day, if this is a Viper versus Invoker, I feel like you like that matchup as Hellraiser. So Navi just needed to be prepared for that. Sort of recognize the danger of how strong that lane can be. Or maybe,
Yeah.
No one just thinks that they screwed up the lane yesterday and that, he's going to do better than Lorenov did.
And there used to be this argument about Quas Exort Evoker Viper, but that was back when Viper was like super broken and jungling a bunch of camps. So I don't really think that that's going to do you too well, especially with an Earth Spirit in the game. Like the one time that someone might actually rotate mid, you really don't want to be trying to contest a Viper. Better off playing it a little bit more passive. Quas Wex. I think you just have to. I think Quas Exort is. I mean, if anyone's going to try it, I could definitely see it being no one, but versus the Viper, I'm not a mid expert
Navi's
days
come
with
to
the
ban.
random matches, but favorable. And Hellraisers, okay, they're using the big brain strat. They actually banned it out. That was seriously clever. I actually quite like that. That would have been an issue.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah,
You
it's
don't
true.
get the 10th pick, and they end up like snagging it away from you the last second.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they're worried. I guess maybe they have something else in mind to draft. That, like as it is, Viper Earth Spirit is a crazy amount. But what if they just like go Bristleback eventually? I could totally see that being a play.
Yeah, that's the SA strat. First phase Viper to protect yourself. Then both supports come out, and then if you don't have the break from the Hoodwink or whatever, and your game's just free. mix could be kind of okay. Like some teams are. I feel like Hellraisers would be one of those teams that'd be willing to run the double melee, strong versus the Invoker. But despite having the Lion, they still ban out the Puck.
They really don't believe in the Viper.
Ten seconds remaining.
They ban out 2 mid heroes on Navi. That's what's weird about it, right?
5 seconds remaining.
I agree. I think it's Viper, but Navi feel like it's not. Or they just feel it.
In their defense, like the Brood getting banned out by Hellraisers, I think kind of tips that way as well.
Dire
they're
team
just like,
right.
They're gonna think it's oh, dude, the Hoodwink ban.
They're taking Bristle. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but it feels like that's something.
Seconds remaining.
EMP. Of course, if Invoker doesn't have a game, it won't really matter.
5 seconds remaining.
Go like another hero that's vulnerable to break. They go like a PA or a Vector eventually or something. Maybe one of them got the Arcana. Or no.
Good point.
True. That's why the Lena got banned.
Navi's turn to pick.
Witch Doctor.
Oh, very safe hero. Hey,
Dire
there you go. I mean, that's kind of setup you want. Like a extra one. Go right into an Abba pit. Typically, you get it for just relying on the Dispel. So you look for like the big suns, like the big Morana arrows or something, or maybe damage over time lanes that you want to dispel from. But being picked into a
5 seconds remaining.
that you can't dispel on the Witch Doctor, it is really annoying versus here because your Magnetize can just be felt. So sometimes that like breaks up some damage during fights, and same thing with the Viper. If you're laning versus it, you can attacks and everything. But I wouldn't say it's like particularly amazing, or at least no, can't take off that one.
Can't absorb the damage from it. I think.
Yes.
Navi's turn to pick.
Medusa.
When they want to. As Medusa into Invoker though. EMP.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Right. Yeah, but I think that
remaining.
well, yeah. So the thing that's I'm finding interesting about this is ABBA usually pull that other core too, like that safe lane core that wants to play like really sort of defensively in a lane. So you think about the Spectres, or you think about a Luna maybe, for instance. You can play aggressive with those heroes too, but more so that like you just ensure that they have an open lane. Medusa pick, I'm almost wondering if like they were trying to sort of stop like a sort of preemptive counter pick where Navi were thinking about for it. They take the morph, and that's going to be a pretty safe lane.
It's like a similar hero to the Anti-Mage in a sense, like how you play the map and stuff, and then like being hyper carry versus stuff, but you don't have to worry about the
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Let's get some interesting abilities here. Copying the Earth Spirit never hurts, right? You know, things you can do. Yeah, breaking.
There isn't like an Axe hero that you can play with right now. You know, obviously you don't have to do, but it's meant to be a nice little Willow or like a Shaker or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you do as the one? That is a good question. Like, do you actually take a hero here that fits? So this would probably be an offlaner, but I don't think there's any like broken offlane here. Morphling, and then your other option would be to make this a ABBA 3, but laning into a Witch Doctor and a Medusa. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's nice.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
But I guess it just depends. I'll have to see what Navi pick. Like that is the benefit, right, of having that flex. I would say most likely probably because the Viper versus the Vulcan, that's just good. But maybe there's gonna be some reasoning that they want to send the Viper.
I think you're leaving a lot of value on the table by not banning Doom right now if you're Navi.
Dire
I think
team
Doom
ban.
really good against this lineup. They banned the Darkseer there. That would have also been the freaking Morphling, and having the Ab illusion good. But I personally think that Doom is really good for Hellraiser.
I guess he's hard to
too.
lane
10
though.
seconds remaining.
Yeah.
You know.
5 seconds remaining. Navi's turn to pick.
I like the
10
sanking.
seconds
I think it's a
remaining.
pretty cool option for later on.
5 seconds
They could also just go for
remaining.
something a little bit more like team fighty to combo up the Invoker, like Tidehunter. Again, isn't too bad here. This is not. I mean, I guess you're picking into Maledict's the problem though, right? So like typically versus Witch Doctor, you want heroes that can either just like escape from the situations, like Pucks or whatever, or something that won't just get comboed 100 to 0. But it's also a Medusa, so kind of hard to like guarantee. What about Timber?
Dire team pick.
Where's that hero?
They take it.
Now there you go.
I
do think it works better with their lane.
I was wondering, like, if this wasn't an instant pick by Hellraisers, then I felt like Navi was taking whatever it was that's theirs. I feel like they were like super prepped for it, and now they're gonna go with the ET. So is this gonna be the Rezo ET?
Yeah.
Oh man, you remember I said this yesterday? I was like, I feel like the Rezo ET, they're gonna switch it up and it's gonna lose.
Yeah, but this is good. It's versus the Morphling. It's the same logic as the Terrorblade, right? Like they picked it after the Terrorblade last time, and now they're picking it after the Morphling because it relies so heavily on all that base camp, and you definitely don't want to Doom. I feel like that's not really worth, you know?
Seconds remaining.
Here we are, game 3, and
Not
it's a
wrapped
big
up
one.
yet.
Seconds remaining.
Get out.
I don't have a watch.
Not revving.
No.
I'm revved up. I'm ready. Kidding me? Got ourselves.
It's been 15 seconds.
Well, you know,
all right.
That's fine. See, okay, I see what you mean now. I gotcha. It took me a second to get there, dude. I don't know. The offlane ET. I feel like this hero is so valuable in like the support role, and then it feels so underwhelming when it gets to the core. Am I crazy? Am I wild? Am I wrong?
I would say a couple things. The Ags is a lot of their stuff does not go through BKBs, so getting that through the core build is going to be really valuable. Of course, then that's when the Doom. But everything with the Medusa is all the like amplification. Either you get like an Invoker of your own and go for these big plays of just like buffing her up, or you utilize for it. So it's pretty strong. Their initiation game is probably the weakest one. They rely on Spirit Stomp or Science just hit.
Yeah, and I mean it's hard to just set that up sort of like on. Well, we did see him struggle a little bit in the game the other day. They still were able to come out with the victory in that one. Again, that was sort of a different situation because it was with the Brood Mother, but it's something to watch for. We'll see how they do. I can't help but wonder if they really want to do that. Navi sneaking it away. Sure, laning problems, but it was really good. And first phase ban, pretty
shame.
So we'll see how it goes. And we'll see if no one can have better sort of results than Lorenov in mid lane against the Viper. That's going to be one to watch.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a real pace setter for this game here. fix that. But this is, again, one of these heroes that Ramses first started playing, even in the safe lane when he was still a carry player. He used to play the safe lane Doom and as sort of an off lane style as well. Kind of the way where he made his name in the scene. Build. So definitely a hero that he's very familiar with.
Absolutely. Saw there some wards placed down early. Didn't quite see who it was that placed theirs down first, but I think that it was
30 seconds.
Dyers
That's
is ready
great.
afterwards.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's not bad. Well done, artists. Well done.
I like it. They're ready to get going here. We do have Seneko hiding out to the side. Already has a Orb of Venom ready to go, and he's just trying to keep that bounty run away. Have a little bit of lag.
All right, so what are our lane setups going to be? How will the... Oh, Lil is bringing the Witcher down bottom, maybe? What we're going to do? We're going to stick with this? Nah. Science is surely going to come, right?
I mean, thing about it is then if you have Zayat's top, then you have melee and range together in a lane as opposed to a double melee lane, which might be better.
Yeah, with Seneko having the Abba too, right? With like Orb and then probably going to take the Curse. I think this would be the better setup. I guess my only concern would be, will that be giving a little bit too much for the Doom? Maybe for the first couple of levels, he doesn't really have the damage to punish, though, in combination with the Lion on someone like the Earth Spirit. And whereas G will have the poison attack, so the damage is kind of ridiculous. You can just like, stack it all up.
Yeah.
Looks like Kuman might even sit mid potentially here. Surely Young G's boosted. So yeah, it'll be the Medusa and the Earth Spirit up top. Young G will take the mid on the Viper. I'm just spitting all kinds of nonsense right now, forgetting where my heroes are going. Watch them go.
Love to see it.
Great start.
Trade off there.
I'm awake now, guys. I found the Mate mod.
Nice. Way to do it. Lil is actually just staying over here, coming over towards mid. Hoping to find somebody. He's going to drop down a sentry ward. Thinks that there's a ward there, but it turned daytime. That's why that went up. That's why I was able to see you, not because of the ward there.
There, but yeah, Lil will make his way down to the bottom. So yeah, my concern is definitely top lane then. Right, Earth Spirit and Medusa. This is the instant guarantee on the range group of the Devour. Very nice, but yeah, this is even as a range hero, you can still have him. You don't respect the Abba. Oh, Seneko. Force out the heal level 1, and he might still get.
Dude,
not worth it.
That is strong. And that like stops all the aggression that you would have wanted to put on early. Maybe they didn't want to anyways, but watch for sure.
Well, it just means you can't do anything to level 3. Or sorry, you can't do anything at level 3. When you're level 3, you won't have the 2 points of mouth. So now you have to be level 4 before you can even like go for a real kill on Snake. Frustrating time. Yeah, he can just like camp in the wave with Rezo though. So you just have to adapt to what you've done now with the skill build. So it's not the worst thing.
We'll see. Maybe they can still control this lane with pulls and stuff like that. The camp wasn't actually blocked out. Or maybe it was, and then they were able to get the reward. But regardless, it will be spawning again at the minute mark, barring Seneko coming over to contest. That'll be something good to watch for.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep an eye on no one here in this mid lane. He's looking pretty good so far, utilizing the cold tap to guarantee he gets the range creep, and they can't get the deny, so it's good. So far, the last hits are fairly even, but of course, level 3 is where you think Young is going to put a lot of pressure to watch his mana, try and keep it as high as possible to just keep the fam up.
Going over and pick up that water rune to try and heal a little bit. Well, Young G, I believe, has his bottle coming out right now, but he won't be able to. I mean, we'll see. He might be able to just force no one back, and then he can get the refill afterwards too. Down bottom, Resolution still farming quite well. Actually, highest CS in the game so far. To definitely out CS this soon Morphling.
Yeah, you can see the difficulties whenever he walks up to the lane, right? Because he has the early point in the ult. He can do a lot of work.
Resolution turns. Damage, you can see Ramses keeping that pressure on, but they're able to pull this wave back again, and this is now V-Tune who's going to have to come up and test the wave a little bit closer. Higher side. But as you mentioned, not having any points up in the Maledict means really do that much to the lane.
Real concerns here between like the shifting things that you can do and some extra gen being handed around. You can find.
Slow down here. Ramsey's turning now onto Zayat. This Earth Spear wants to roll away.
Thanks,
Not
and
gonna
have fun.
happen. Ramsey. First blood. How cool, man. Gonna take a nice little chunk of damage here. You mentioned the problems that this lane has, and we're already seeing it.
Pressing. Like I don't really want to be here if I'm an Earth Spirit. And you're basically playing 5 Earth Spirit, right?
Yeah.
And there's a reason why this isn't what you usually do. What can you even do? You're level 2. I guess level 3 you could take a second point in the boulder smash and try and go for a kill. Lion's also gone for a 1-1-1 though, so if Roger gets his mana back, he'll be able to do that.
Mid lane, no one's been able to make a bit of a life for himself here. I remember at this point the other day, it was like Moker had like 3 CS or something crazy like that. This is gonna come on in and deny the water rune. Well done. And Seneko picks up the bounty rune too. So this is now Young G completely out of resources. That is
Yeah, he's crushing it.
well played. Good stuff from no one.
No one can try and hold the lane for a little bit now too, and just deny back while the Viper is gone. Just have a little bit more of an advantage. Very well played. So his early rotations should go pretty well, and then we look at Ramsey's getting the Doom, and Ramsey's sitting with the ice armor too. So how are you ever going to zone this guy out at this point?
Perfect.
No concern. 40 mana, what a spell for a dude. He's got no mana. He needs that one.
Yeah,
there we go though.
Roll in.
Yeah.
Get Roger here. Boomman just has to back out. He knows the Doom is coming.
It was a lot of damage. He went for the second point in the boulder. And he's going for that bounty rune though. Very good.
Nice. Trying to get towards that urn as quickly as
They're
possible.
baiting him here.
Okay. And yeah, looks like they're going to be able to get the roll down onto Roger. Trouble throws out the stun, wants to get the deny. Not going to happen. Good little rotation in.
Nice. Kuman just getting some under the tower as well, so farm there. Keeping pretty even with Rezo and Ramsey here, so pops the chart there, and again, he was super safe thanks to the ice armor. And, oh, we got Roger hanging out mid, predicting this gank.
Get back. Nice little kick. Can they do enough damage? The Hex is there. No one. They get caught for the kill. Picks that one up. James.
Sentry.
Yeah.
Under the tower for the Ghost Walk play there.
That was sick.
That must have been thrown down before he died.
Done. Like that, 2-2 so far. Things looking pretty solid across the board, I would say, for both teams. Nobody's like completely pulling ahead. Some of these lanes are going worse than others. But I guess the biggest one is with that death. Now, Young G has an opening here, potentially level 6. He wants to just keep the pressure on.
I think the big marker for me will probably be the time Tome comes out, because we have double killing support duos. Well, I guess maybe not so much the ABBA, but honestly, Lion can just do it for the sort of the only damage. The Finger of Death, but Witch Doctor, another hero that can kill pretty much anyone with Death Ward and Maledict, so they can kind of pick their target and take the lead, you know?
Oh, yeah.
In the gold. Good ward gets warded there by Roger. Well done. As he is not building Trank with his wind lace. No, thank you.
Eat it. Yeah, so interesting stuff going on right now. It feels like Coolman's had a pretty good time for himself. Doom is definitely up there as well. As more and more pressure is starting to put towards mid. Roger, silence. Play there, but work afterwards. Tons of damage out to get the kill. And now bringing in this Witch Doctor. They have enough damage though. With only Zayats here, they get the Maledict off. A couple more right clicks to just pick up the live-in image.
Another stun too.
Yeah, they can just
Cut behind.
come back in again. Why not? Nico's there. He's got all the safe. Where's the rest of the team? Hellraisers has nobody to rotate in, and Navi punished super hard.
Earth Spirit can't leave the lane, and neither can do. Sorry, Elder Titan. I think Elder Titan is like destined to just like farm up a couple items He doesn't even have his phase boots here yet, so rotating in there. He spells him immediately. Oh no, not again. Youngie, you gotta get something.
Chance, they get no one. That's what's needed. Can they get anything else afterwards? Nako and Roger give up the chase. So the Viper lives through that second round. I mean, if he dies right there, that's Kurt.
Chris told me you're never allowed to use the urn.
Really?
I've heard him say that several times. Maybe that doesn't count in pro matches. Anytime everyone asks for a heal, he doesn't.
He's just trying to put out bad info.
Scanning.
Nobody else can take over his title.
That makes a lot of sense. I had level 5, but no care. 3 points for the board again. That's a lot of damage right now. Like it's one shot, get it.
Chase! Snake goes there. Resolution dies to no one in the bottom lane. Good rotation, so both mids leave their lanes to gank. Only one gets the kill. Roger
Radiant's top
tomato
tower
EMP.
is under attack.
now gets level 6 before 10 minutes on this freaking
Dire's
Lion.
middle tower is under
This guy's
attack.
looking good.
Yeah, played a lot in the lane up top. Getting around for these kills, surviving around the mid tower, getting the stun off too. Now getting some wards down. Roger having a hell of a time. Navi, alright, so clearly things looking very good for Navi right now. I think the scariest part is that no one will also be reached towards that Spirit Vessels too, so damage quite overwhelming. Oh, the juke from Roger, that's probably going to give away his ward.
Yeah, definitely.
Get out though.
Find the kill. Nope, they're not gonna.
Alright, here it is. No. Instantly gone. Instantly dead.
Dire's middle tower
I don't
is
know
under
who's
attack.
better in that. It's like you give up
Should
your
have tanked the roll, dude.
Yeah, a little bit.
Big brain. Or then they be worth.
Probably.
Denied.
2,000 gold lead already for Navi. Granted, this is with the Doom in the game. That's sort of what this hero is supposed to do. Already has the items done on Ramses. But I don't know. I feel like there's a reason this hero just keeps on getting banned out. Ramses is probably going to have a really good game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, I love those early BKB builds. Before people bought Midas, it was like maybe drums and then BKB out of the mid lane. You see it at like 12, 13 minutes. But even now, Ramses is really early. And Seneko, very underrated aspect of
Dire's top tower is under attack.
crazy amount of damage. Ooh, Ramses, though, he's dead.
Resolution goes down. And can they get Ramses in turn as well? Maledict hit. Needs another one. There's going to be enough damage. Now the Fairy Fire. Oh my god. It was like 9 inches. Fairy Fire wasn't in yet. Holy moly.
Yeah, I guess they didn't have the Tome on Lil, or he already used it and didn't get it. I thought he was going to Death Ward him and he's dead, but not sick yet.
A lot of damage there. They have the Viper strength still if they want to get it out, but the stun and the finger takes him down. Just like
Sides
that.
out of mana. He couldn't get the pull off for the silence of the
Dire's
finger.
bottom tower
Line
is under
magnetized.
attack.
Seneco's still holding on to that Aponic kill. Throws it out now. Another round. This magnetized has done so much damage. Ask.
I will.
Keep going. Resolution wants to chase down for more. They get Seneko. They will. That was like 3 applications. That was wild.
Yeah. And Elder Sight coming in that early too. So not only getting more bonus, the important thing is that he's getting early kills. So this hero wants to snowball, right? You want to get like Aghanims and Echo Saber and just start smacking people. Maybe even S&Y these days is so good. Depending on like how many heals are on your team. There's a lot of options because it feels like brawly items have been kind of broken for a little while. So any game where you can fit hero in.
Dire's top tower.
What do you
has
think of
fallen.
S and K? Is that a thing? Or is that not a thing?
I feel like you just want the movement speed. I don't
Radiant's
need the
bottom tower is under attack.
Greg legs.
Just
I want to see a big old stomp burst. Probably not. But
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Just buy all 3.
Radiant's
There you go.
bottom
I've tried it. Does that
is
even
under
exist?
attack.
Though?
I mean, it's tough to get.
Radiant's
That's about
bottom
it.
tower has
Yeah, that's true.
fallen.
You can still get in your demo mode, right?
I don't know.
So buy a trident.
Obtaining this gold lead right now is going to be Navi.
Dire's top
They
tower
don't have that
is under
BKB done
attack.
yet for Ramses. It does sort
Radiant's
of
bottom
provide us that
tower
feeling
is
that like
under
when,
attack.
when these items come out, there's going to be such timing.
Dire's middle
be
tower
careful.
is under attack.
You can just AFK farming the whole time. Need.
I feel like I haven't seen doing his thing close to the Manta here. Got some ancients going from the back. Very well done at the same time. Yeah. Thing. Going on my Death Ward
Dire's
smoke.
top tower is under attack.
Rezo though, okay. That's quite the stack in the Radiant jungle.
Yeah. Doesn't have his cleave talent yet, obviously. But, you know.
Almost there, just 12 levels away.
Yeah, he's almost. Meantime, everybody's just comfortable sitting back, AFK farming. I mean, the gold lead is being built continuously. V-Tune sort of getting these stacks up. I guess when Medusa's off her round too, that'll help a little.
Dire
I mean, even if you're splitting a map 50-50, it's still just
Radiant's
gonna go up for
bottom tower
Navi.
is under attack.
Right, that's fair.
Smoke pops there. That ward is realized, I believe, by Zayats.
Potentially. I mean, he might have just thought that he was coming up there and then they ran.
Not the most common ward spot either. Killer was removed.
Tornado. There. On to Lil.
Oh, that's so juicy. You wanted it, right?
Yeah.
Like, you see these heroes called up as Witch Doctor, you're like, oh, I've almost got cast back. I don't know.
Frustrating, I'm sure. Alacrity V-Tune now.
Look at Ramsey's BKB Doom. So
Dire's
please
middle tower is under attack.
There you
Comes out again. Ramsey, if you're looking for it. Oh, man. Oh, he probably could get the pilot. And it was BKB'd. Muted, dead. Camped at nothing. Zayat still doing a good amount of damage even through that BKB. It's going to be enough. Do they have enough to clean up the rest of them?
This is
comes out,
Gabriel.
connects onto both.
Thanks for playing Dota
Trying
2.
to turn on to V2
Double
to get the
kill.
kill, but it's just not going to happen. Disarm no one. And one by one, Hellraisers are denied.
That looks so he's actually walked up and he tanked like 1,400 damage or something, plus on top of all the heals. They just everything was put onto this Doom and he just walked away after already casting Doom. Pretty much worst case scenario to start the fight as Hellraisers. And then they lose their tier 1 tower. There's a 6k lead for Navi now. And Hellraisers need to find some sort of a giant play to get back into this. Fortunately, they're offlaners in East.
And if they all just stand there and get stomped, it's pretty good, but it's not right.
This is a pressured smoke. They're 30 seconds from Death Ward and Magnetize, and they're smoking in here. This is what we call the no bueno smoke. Not good.
Yeah, I'm tending to agree with you, but if they can catch no one...
Radiant are scanning.
Scan too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Roger, he realizes he's going to get out of there, so will no one, and... I mean, at the very least, they're going to be able to pressure this side of the map, potentially. I mean, can they get a tier 2 tower off of it? Backing out immediately. They're going to go mid.
Radiant's
That was a
bottom
cold
tower
smoke,
is
too.
under
They were trying to
attack.
like intercept any sort of potential plays on 2-man while he was stage. So, I mean, they secured that tower. Now they can rotate mid and try and pressure the tower. They also know there's no Doom, right? So that's what they're trying to play around
Radiant's
right
bottom tower is
now.
under
Oh, I got
attack.
him with the EMP though.
Straight in.
Good choice from Lil though. It's a bit pricey to Witch Doctor.
Radiant structures
They
are
have a Medusa
fortified.
and they have EMP.
Radiant's bottom tower
You know
is
what
under
else is
attack.
also pretty good against, or with Medusa is Holy Locket. Like, if, you know, she loses all that mana taking damage, she can pop it on her, she can get the ulti off. Pretty nice. Midas picked up her Invoker, so they're winning the early game. 1,000 gold lead right now by Navi. They're absolutely cooking. And on top of that, they're securing their late game with the double minuses again. I mean, I said I wanted to do regular Dota, and I think we're seeing why Hellraisers didn't want to play it against them. Navi looked really freaking good.
Do indeed, and it just gets worse and worse here. See
Radiant's
the net worth drop a little bit. That's because they're busy fighting the Roach right now. Now Rezo does get out what's happening. At least, presumably by the positioning of Roger. But Roger again just throwing away his life. He does it on the end. She does it on the Willow, and he'll do it on the Lion. And providing vision.
Who gets the Aegis?
Radiant's bottom
Well
tower is
played.
under attack.
Navi looking super.
You know, we talk about how there are comeback heroes in Dota, and they do not currently possess many. rather any, I suppose. And Viper notoriously win lane, lose game. I don't think it works in the reverse if you lose the lane. I don't think that means that you're just going to win the game somehow. So that's a bit rough. Elder Titan relies, I mean, to be fair, Elder Titan relies on you being aggressive. So, you know, maybe he gets the turnaround play, but it's also fairly easy to play around.
I feel like this is
when that's the only initiate.
This is like every Elder Titan core game I've ever seen. It's like you have opponents on negatives and the game is just like over. It's like, what the hell do you do now? Pause. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out! Thanks for joining the broadcast briefly. Always nice to hear that voice in my ear.
Genius. He had to find his way in. He probably petitioned Valve for this. He's like, hey, how come I don't get voice?
Right.
Aha. I'll just start my own team and then convince Valve to add team voice packs. This man's son's. Not a coincidence, guy.
That's a good point, actually.
They know what they're doing. He doesn't even have a team, and somehow he did the 4 Zoomer pack.
We need to bring the Sunspan as a verb back. That's something that's been in the last year. Yeah, he did.
Dude, he was just at a major. What do you think? He has been Sunspanning, all right? Yeah, wait till the TI-10 announcement.
I know, it's going to be crazy.
Sunspan. It's actually just going to be like 20 pictures of Sunspan.
Just that one picture, but 20 times. You all know
Val
the picture I'm talking
communicates. About. Saw several Reddit posts recommending Sunspan for the international. Due to the increasing health risks in the world, we decided to bring a fewer talent and a smaller list. And so we decided to just bring Sunspan.
I like this. Great.
Yeah. They could put a mirror there. He basically talks to himself the whole time. Cinder never lit. So
true.
I think it makes a lot of sense.
You know, the other thing that you can do with that too is that, you know, we've got some AR stuff, right? Augmented reality. Just sort of put him into the game now. Just replace one of the heroes. 20 Sunspans on the field at once.
I mean, his face is already there with the sprays.
That's true.
So
it's already happened. Oh my god.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Back into the game now. Pause.
I'm just wondering when Dota became 10v10. I think you've been playing custom.
Listen, Trent, I don't want to hear it, okay? Got the
enemy math
with math. It's
working again.
10:30. I thought it was earlier in the morning.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
No.
Dire's structure.
Getting set up.
Looks like not early for Navi. Hellraisers, they're quite tuned in at this point. Navi especially, they've woken up. Come game. Tight is the match. And they're just looking to protect the B team with his AD.
Roll in, find one, with silence afterwards. Now the cast bounce. Hey, this is here. But Hellraisers, if they can follow up afterwards. Dead. Now Blue Man comes in afterwards. He goes down so low. They're trying to bring up Houston to get him. One life. How can they do a round 2 of this? We just talked about it. He's doing good stuff, but double kill. A double kill for Resolution. He tries to wait for him to get the hell out of here, but they're all dying. What in the hell just happened? Caster curse. That's what it was. Oh my god.
I think so. Yeah. I think tactically.
Семья на месте. Семья на месте. Семья на месте. Семья на
honestly,
месте.
the rolling from sides, like the initiations are very difficult.
Nothing to say.
It's all counting on him getting the good rolls, and he Invoker. It's the perfect target because he's on the Morphling, and it sets up for that follow-up from the Elder Titan as well as the Cast. You know, Cast can be one of the most broken abilities, and notice what he did. Low maxed it. That is not usual.
You know what else is not usual is Zayat's 3 points in silence. The fact that he caught that ABBA on the other side of it with it as well. Like that, if you know you don't silence the ABBA right there, then you just shield the Invoker, you walk away. Dude, devastation.
That's crazy. Ramsey's just like waddled in there, BKB, and is like, I don't think I want to doom this fight anymore. And then he just got blown up from the aura. Death from Rezo, as well as some arrows flung in there.
Immediately, no one queues up the beat. He's just like, I'm done with this. I got my Midas, feel the cast my spells, everything. But it does sort of speak to a window that you might have for Hellraisers now before those BKB comes out, where you can stuff happen.
I think that hurts Snakeo's feelings a little bit. You need the BKB now? You don't trust me? This is where it starts, you know?
The cracks are forming. dude. I will say that these are two of the most passionate teams, I would say, in Eastern Europe as far as their play style. Got Agnums. Trent, I don't know.
Let's go. It's online.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
A little slow.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Still gotta just be so hard to deal with. Right? This guy's insane. Well, as I'm saying that, he actually gets slapped.
Alright, well that's a wasted ult, unfortunately.
Also, good to know, we didn't talk about it. Does he have that hand? He does. He doesn't have the immortal.
He doesn't. Yeah. I got tempted into a core nemesis. I mean, I guess everyone's
Radiant's
a core nemesis.
middle tower is under attack.
Quality hero.
I don't think it's Nemesis.
Dire are scanning.
No.
Nemesis? That's what I was going for.
Oh, Stis. Nice. I just don't listen to you.
I understand that. It's my nemesis.
Clever guy.
Really hard. It's
really
kind of
hard.
depressing. Yeah. I did like the Echo Saber. I did, you know, I could feel the power. I knew that was the item you were supposed to buy, and I was like, all right, well, let's see how this feels. And I'm like, okay, 100% with this hero. And then, of course, later on, you do get the cleave talent. It's a great feeling. Neosin currently, I believe, observing from the International Space Station. How's it doing up there, bud?
Perfect.
Pretty good.
Love to see it.
Getting a good grasp of the situation. He's actually just trying to give you guys what side.
Yeah, he hasn't left that hill for a little bit. He's the ward now. Roll. They're doing a really good job protecting this stuff. I don't know. To me, at least, it feels like Hellraisers might want to wait for that next set of items. Smoke. All right.
That and probably Roche too is starting to form into both teams' heads, right? It's like, okay, no one has the Aegis right now, so let's start trying to get vision around this area. If they can get vision inside that Radiant, it's so good for prepping. That's where they're off to. Well, this goes for a sentry start. Oh no, Obs. Oh, is it outside? It is outside that sentry in the river.
Ooh, this is huge. That's how they won that last
Radiant's
fight too, is all that
middle
great
tower
vision
is under attack.
allowed them to get that perfect
Radiant
initiation.
structures are fortified.
As we are gonna see mid-tower survive. Coolman's queuing up that Agnum shard next too. The cold-blooded is very solid. All these heroes that you've got, like almost all of them have some form of like target camp.
Yeah, they can't really avoid it.
Radiant are scanning.
Sneko miscoils the anti-value.
Don't do that. You got it.
ED run here. Gonna try and get aggro with this.
Oh,
So
hell
close to getting this
yes.
Agnum shard too. 50 gold away.
The thing is, it's models now, right? So they can actually just try and hold the
Radiant's
road.
middle tower has been denied.
But deny? Yeah.
I mean, what's this next timing that Navi are looking for? Is it just waiting for the BKBs pretty much, and then they're gonna try and go?
Poker, ideally. I don't even think you need Love V-Tune. I just think that the fights are really hard for no one to play. The Shiva's Guard is going to be
Dire's bottom
insanely
tower
strong
is
for
under attack.
not only because it's going to give the armor versus the flat base, worry about it being reduced, but mostly I think it's just the vision. Just want to make sure you get off good Doom. It also sets up really well for Roger as well. Like, he has the Aether, no blink, so it's harder for him to mobilize. So it's really important that he knows exactly where the...
That good angle. The stuns coming out from him.
Oh, Snakeo's a gem. Wow, he just got that hit right up top.
Didn't actually get hit by that. Magnetize comes out. Ramses down to about half HP, but they're going to back away now. The Hellraisers going to get the clean disinitiation.
What's the 90? So he's going to have the Stone Gaze back. Huge.
Dude, are they really thinking about going back in on it?
Wraparound. They still see the Invoker.
Radiant's top tower
I
is
think they
under
saw him
attack.
bottom still for a second, so they might be
Radiant
just trying to
structures are
say, like, listen, if
fortified.
you're not going to fully defend,
And he was TP'd, but he canceled the TP, so he has to run back up here. Oh, heads up play from Hellraisers. Good call.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
All right, so that reduces their grip on Roche a little bit. Not too brutal for Navi, but very helpful. I'd say that was a worthy use of Stone Gaze. And now, what are they trying to do on Navi's side? Just kind of run around in circles in the river under a ward here from Hellraiser.
Haste! Very... Tornado is... I can't believe it. No BKB. No BKB. No BKB. This is trouble. Resolution runs into all of them. Tons of damage out. The tube comes. But is it going to be enough? Is he going to be able to keep that Astral Spirit off of them? But they kill Ramses and roll in on top of no one. BKB down 2. It all fell apart for Navi.
Yeah, they just got too... Or maybe, I guess, too aggressive. Like, their choices of when to get aggressive. A little bit poor there. Like, that was all just trying to tornado a hate shot. And it turns into a kill on 2 of your more important... Right, well, I guess... There are more things than most important. Anyway, Roger's gone into the deep here and getting a great ward down. Nice! That is a positive sign. He's out.
Now you've got like this Roche,
Radiant's
which
middle
is,
tower is
I mean,
under attack.
they don't have Doom for it, so I think they just get this, right?
Yeah. This is a very risky play if you want to... I'm not even sure how you would do it. I guess tornado plays, potentially, but there's no way you're going to do that in time. They've scattered out with the Sunstrike. They know what's happening.
And I was blaming
I love these moments. No, look, they're like, we know what's happening. It's still not over. Nice tornado in here.
The tornado goes out. Watches away. Guys, EMP as well. Dude, Roche is so low.
He can always go in.
Ramsey's done this for so many. He's gonna drop. Get the Aegis on Cool Man. That was the worst possible way it could have gone. Oh, in the
yeah, that's tips.
Dude. Oh. Don't ask me. I can't tell you the answer to questions that don't have answers. Dude.
All right. Dude, he doesn't have it, so that's good. You know, he'll still have that in 30 seconds.
Right side.
Get anything, dude.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And again, like, oh god, the roll in. I found him. Down low. Dude, able to survive. Held on to Manta, held on to BKB, held on to everything. But I was flaming Zayed's Earth Spirit earlier and how he was playing from the games the other day. But like that play earlier to get the silence on and like make that stuff happen, it's completely pulled Hellraisers back into this. Now they're in the lead pretty substantially.
Yeah. Dire's top tower
game was 100% on him. He was the only hero that can set up for the way they come out of this game right after the pause. And then his kick is also the reason that Ramsey died in that round too. Oh, and the roll down too. Just the follow-up to try and finish there. But
man, still trying to just be this wall in front of everybody else. So Click's coming through. They drop down the sentry. Sleep is there, gets the paladin. No one's slowly but steadily. Option BKB wants to get away, but it's not gonna happen.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Dude, that freaking amplified damage, unbelievable.
Yeah, and part of what's making this so easy is he has the shard too, right? He can do some really tricky stuff with the vision as well as the... You can be a little bit more liberal with your use.
Oh, pretty stuff coming in here.
Radiant are scanning.
Actually, yeah, I think it's a very underrated shard, especially when you're trying to go high ground or like fight around the Roche pit. The vision from the stones is just something you don't really think about, and it's something you can play around because you can't do anything about them, right? You can't de-ward them.
Yeah.
You can't like punch or kick them yourself unless he goes for the massive brainplay of Aghanims on me. Ha!
Radiant's top tower
Oh wait, he doesn't need Aghanims. He's on the enemy team. All right, he can just morph into the Earth.
Perfect. I like that. That's what he needs. Level.
Yeah.
To be fair, if that happened, I don't know. I'm not sure if anything like.
Oh look, there he is. You go to kick a stone, they see you.
Exactly.
You know?
Still a problem. I think the biggest problem is just how much net worth this man Medusa has on him now, and also as the Aegis, they smoke behind and then
Radiant's
go
top
for the
tower
wraparound
is under
play.
attack.
Yo, Ramses is punching
Radiant's
a catapult.
top tower
You
has
gotta
fallen.
run, dude. Oh my god. They saw him punch the catapult, now he's farming this camp. Can they catch up to him?
What part Kuman is?
Yeah.
They think they're all lurking right behind.
This man
That's
plays
why this
poker.
is
That was a huge bluff.
They was, oh, I find a couple.
Oh, the silence is there. Throws out the stun, tries to keep it away. That was Sharkle. Mako also manages to escape.
down to the bottom lane with now the finished up Daedalus here. So able to skip the KB for a while thanks to the Aegis. They have the outpost. They're going to push the bottom lane. And then, yeah, they're going high ground. How many stones do we have? 9 stones. Oh, yeah, baby. Go get some vision. Go slap. Kick some stones up there, Zaya. What's going on?
Well, they're going to have buybacks on a lot of their heroes for Radiant. Now, they don't have it on Doom, don't have it on Lion, but this is high ground defense. They're going to have to hold out. Good EMP Tornado with the stun. Yeah, that says.
Barely touched her mana.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She got a snake out from the cold blood.
That's gotta suck. Oh, I think also it was Lil cast the Holy Locket on him maybe as well.
Oh,
down to 4
what a hero.
charges. Heal comes out, keeps on throwing the snake. The slow and steady beatdown continues. So frustrating to play
Radiant's
again.
bottom tower
You
has
get the
fallen.
sleep now onto the Lion.
Now they can see everyone. The high ground, but waiting for
Right. Mantas wasn't able to dodge it, but still, I mean, 2,400 mana. It's not fair. Snako pulls out the smoke. Really what he is
here we go.
to do.
Yeah, no, they're gonna smoke because the Aegis is gonna. So they want to smoke for that timing. They're looking for that perfect moment where Grant plays a little bit cautious. He still has it.
Zayats would be a good kill. Oh no, he rolled forward with that one.
5 seconds.
Go.
There's the Medusa.
Bye. Tornado off the mark. Roger finds that Hex. Kuman walking forward. Gonna go for the ulti. Walks into all of them, but Aegis is down. Roger gets close. Oh, they found him. They caught no one. Kicks him back. The Doom is down now. Is it gonna be enough damage? Do they have to take him down? This team Doom continues to beat down into him, but there's too much damage coming out from all of the dire heroes. Revolution walks in. Double kill for this Elder Titan.
That was, as they say, impossible to
Navi. Triple kill for EC. As no one now also in trouble. They kill them all off. I think they will. Hellraisers win a beautiful fight.
No one is not coming back right now. No buyback available.
Dude,
They're going for it.
they're calling for it. They want to move in. They're in the upper bracket finals if they can win this game, but the buyback comes for more. All winning this tower. They're not
Radiant's
dissuaded.
middle tower
Lions
has
back
fallen.
up in a second. Can they hold off
Radiant's
long enough?
middle
This is
tower
too
is
greedy
under
for
attack.
Hellraisers.
So greedy.
Dude, they're hanging on to the 2 buyback as well. There comes the buyback immediately.
Killing
Zion
spree.
down low but not dead. Figure out the kill. Okay, that's one. Buyback comes immediately afterwards. Now Ramsey's getting chased down.
Dominating,
Getting
I
killed. Kuman's
guess.
still very
Double
alive.
kill.
Young Cheese losing a lot of the mana. Gets close. He gets chased but not dead. That's a dieback from the Doom. They don't have anything
Radiant's
left.
middle
The
tower
chase
is under
continues
attack.
as Hellraisers focus on taking down the
Monster
rest
kill.
of them. One more to fall. Snako's dead.
Mega
He
kill.
has buyback kills.
More than 2 kills. 4 kills.
Oh, he went to freaking Agi.
GG.
And he died.
Radiant's middle
Hellraisers
tower
will take
is
They're
the
unstoppable.
game.
We're a millennial. I mean, they
Put it
lead
back
6.
to the top of the king with the cool man
I almost got
rampage.
that in my last
Ready
box.
to see. Oh, man.
That's ever since that pause. Well,